Fellas, never make this mistake when it comes to women. Next time you find out that a woman is in a relationship, don't ever say the words, "Oh, thanks for telling me you had a boyfriend." Already you look like that desperate, needy, thirsty, nice guy that every woman finds repulsive. I remember I made the same mistake back in April of 2021, possibly around 9-10 p.m. I was texting this girl I met off Facebook dating for several months, which it got me nowhere. I look on her Facebook and it said that she was in a relationship. I felt so upset that I got on Messenger with her and I told her these exact words. "Thanks for telling me you have a boyfriend." She then replied with, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to tell you." Now, when I look back on that now, I would be fucking damned if I were to ever make that same mistake again. Now, fellas, if you ever tell a woman, "Thanks for telling me you have a boyfriend," you know what she's thinking in the back of her mind? She's thinking you're fucking crazy, and she's thinking that you can't get other girls. She's thinking you're that nice guy simp with the cotton candy dick, just like all the rest of them. Now, believe me when I tell you this. The men that say, "Oh, thanks for telling me you have a boyfriend," I can promise you it's over. And that girl will never look at you the same. You're welcome.
Someone in the comments below one of the last videos said we should look into his situation, and apparently he only makes these types of videos. Lord Babylon is an extremely problematic creator who makes videos centered on his disdain for women and females in general, and especially the men who love them. This explains everything. This isn't dating advice, this is resentment disguised as alpha male wisdom. If a woman hides her relationship status and wastes your time, you have every right to acknowledge that and move on. That's not being desperate, that's having boundaries and not tolerating disrespect. He's framing basic self-respect as weakness because he wants men to chase women regardless of how they're treated. That's not alpha behavior. That's teaching men to accept being used and manipulated. Real advice would be, if someone hides their relationship status, they're playing games. Walk away and find someone honest who respects your time. But he can't say that because his content is built on resentment toward women and the men who treat them well, not actual helpful guidance.
One of the biggest beta male things a man can ever say about his woman is this: "I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan." Gentlemen, the moment I hear those set of words coming out of your mouth, you have immediately lost all my respect. The fact that you just said you're your woman's biggest fan tells me everything I need to know. You are a fucking cuck. You are a simp, and you are a bitch. Your woman should be the one to say, "I'm his biggest fan," not the other way around. Now listen, I have no problem with men supporting their woman. If you want to support your woman, support your woman. But I don't ever want to hear you say the words, "I'm her biggest fan." That is something only beta male cucks with cotton candy dicks spew out of their fucking mouth. The moment your woman hears that you're her biggest fan, she can never look at you the same, and she can never respect you the same. "I'm her biggest fan." No, you are not her biggest fan. You are her biggest fucking headache. You are her biggest fucking cuck. You are her biggest fucking simp. And you are her biggest fucking male girlfriend. You're welcome.
Say ooh. Say ooh.
I will not pay for a woman's funeral unless she's my wife. If she is just my girlfriend, then I will not be paying for her funeral. If she is just my girlfriend, it is not my responsibility to bear the financial burden of laying her to rest. Only her parents and the rest of her family should bear the financial burden of laying her to rest. If she is just my girlfriend and not my wife, what business do I have paying for her funeral? None. You're welcome. marrying this goddess. Yeah, nobody fucking cares. Like, dude, if rolling into pussy is the only accomplishment in your life, just say that. Like, nobody gives a fuck about this. Like, yay, congratulations. She decided to settle with someone she don't like. Yay. Nobody respects a man that says shit like this. That's the most pussified thing a man could ever say. And your wife is drier than the Sahara Desert down there. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Guys, if your woman owns a business and you decide to work there, you already lost, bro. The fact that you're working in your woman's business tells me everything I need to know. You're the girlfriend or the wife in the relationship, and your woman has all the power in the relationship, and you don't have a say to anything. Do you know how much of a fucking dumbass you have to be in order to work at a place that your woman owns? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I remember back in November of 2021, I was applying for this bartender job. I call the place, I talk to the guy, and this is what he tells me. I have to talk to my wife. She owns the place. You know, when I look back on that memory now, that tells me that this guy was a lost cause. He's a lost cause, and he's beyond saving. And it also told me that he's the wife in his marriage. And that's another thing too, fellas. If you decide to work in a business that your woman owns, you are taking a chance at sabotaging your relationship. I don't care what excuse you have for working at her business, but could you imagine being a man and going up to your woman and asking her, babe, is it okay if I work in your business? In the back of her mind, she's thinking to herself that you're a fucking jackass. You're a fucking Ponzi. You have no balls. And that you also want to be your woman's monkey slave and her servant boy. She thinks you're fucking stupid for wanting to work at her business that she owns. You're welcome.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Imagine you just banged your chick, or you're looking at corn or whatever, and you bust a nut. That 10 to 60 second after period, what are you thinking to yourself? Damn, get this bitch out of here. Damn, what the hell? That 10-second window is where I need you niggas to be all the fucking time. That post-nut clarity window, you guys need to have that mindset 24-7. If you maintain that mindset 24-7, there's no fucking way women can finesse you. And then the next thing you know, you can tell women to kick rocks.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Take your age, divide it by 2, and then add 7. This is the youngest you can possibly date. So I'm 44 years old, divided by 2, you get 22, add 7, that's 29. So if I technically was single, I'd be like, yo, you're 28? Sorry, you're too young. 29? Yes, please.
For those who have been here from the earliest videos, you know I said this too, and I can't disagree with it. Even though I got a little bit of backlash for it back then, I still think this is a good estimate for acceptable age gaps in dating. The formula works because it accounts for life experience and maturity differences. Age gaps aren't automatically wrong, but there's a point where the difference in life experience becomes problematic. This provides a reasonable guideline that respects both people being in similar life stages while allowing for some age difference. Date who you want as consenting adults, but be aware of power dynamics and whether you're at compatible life stages. The rule isn't perfect, but it's a decent baseline for thinking about whether an age gap is appropriate or concerning.
I always tell my barber to leave the sideburns because in 2014 I watched a video where Alpha M told me that it looked more masculine.
Yo, shout the season, man. Shout the season, man.
I took 3 girls home, 4 girls home for Christmas vacation and, introduced them all to my fucking family and parents and took turns fucking them. That was not a normal family dynamic, but that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I fucking did.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
No, what would actually motivate men is if they knew that if you're not on point, dudes like me will literally steal your girl. Like you think like, oh, she's so loyal to me and blah, blah, blah. Dude, you're fucking like napping in the middle of the day and you have like crumbs on your fucking shirt. You're like, this is the list of the things I want in a high value woman. You're broke, fat and stupid. What are you talking about?
Like that's ever gonna happen.
Scott Lee Huss, known as JR Joe with over 3 million TikTok followers, stole over $600,000 in pandemic relief funds to build his fake alpha male lifestyle. The jets, Lamborghinis, luxury jewelry, all bought with taxpayer money meant to help actual businesses survive. This is the fake alpha male playbook. Create an illusion of wealth to sell courses and gain followers, except the wealth is stolen. He submitted fraudulent loan applications through fake companies, then used the money for crypto and luxury cars instead of business expenses. When caught, he fled to Dallas under a fake name, then embraced sovereign citizen nonsense claiming the court had no jurisdiction over him. He filed motions calling himself a divine heir and ambassador of Christ, demanding $10 billion bond. Complete delusion. This is what happens when the performance becomes more important than reality. He built an entire empire on fraud, influenced millions with a fake lifestyle, and now faces federal prison. Every flex was a lie, every post was built on stolen pandemic relief funds. Don't trust influencers just because they're flashing wealth. Most of these fake gurus are either scamming directly or, like this guy, financing their lifestyle through fraud. Real success doesn't require stealing from pandemic relief programs meant for struggling families. The alpha male facade collapsed the moment federal agents showed up. That's the reality behind the posts.
Every 16-year-old should be making at least $80,000 a month with at least $1 million in a stock portfolio, with at least 2 supercars. You should have retired your mom and your dad, bought them all houses, and you should have at least 2 beach houses. And if you don't have that, bro, like literally, what are you doing? Bro, you're 16, bro. Half your life is already done, bro. You're 16 years old. You have to have at least $1 million company at 16 years old. And if you don't, you are failing, bro.
Disneyland!
Disregard females, acquire currency. Never get married unless you have 2 kids with the girl and you're rich. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? The kids are your insurance policy. Most of you motherfuckers get married before you have kids. Stupid. Have 2 kids, be rich, and then get married, and then think fucking twice. Ace Rogers, motherfucker. Go fuck yourself. I'm a fucking god.
Shut your stupid ass up! Cause I'm an island boy, and I'm just trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy, I put my best on, yeah. Oh, like a guamame.
Yeah, alright. And, just like that, boom, we made $2,000 on stake. The Island Boys net worth. Let's go.
Fuck asking them for their respect. If they are not giving you their respect, there is 2 reasons for that. Either you are not worthy of respect, or they are too blind to see the man you are. Either fucking way, you gotta make a change. Either you change yourself, or you fucking exchange them. Brother, trust me, whatever people are telling you, whatever people are treating you as, that is exactly how you fucking are. In their eyes.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
If you believe that a woman cheating is the same as a man cheating, you're too far gone to fix. Men cheat because we're men. There's no emotional investment. There's no emotional involvement. We're just men doing men stuff. If a woman cheats, it's deeply disrespectful and absolutely unacceptable.
Let me use his own logic against him. By his reasoning, it would actually be even worse when a man cheats, because the man only does it to bust a nut, nothing else, which indicates very, very low self-control. Meanwhile, if a woman cheats and she's emotionally invested, basically more worth it by his logic, because at least there's something deeper there. However, this is also completely stupid. Cheating is wrong both ways, period. If you cheat, you completely lost the plot and should be ashamed, not make excuses and say whatever, while finding stupid reasons to justify justify it. If you want to have sexual contact with others while in a relationship, there are two ways to go about it. First, talk to your partner about it. Make sure you're both fine with it, and you have to give them the okay to do the same. If they're not okay with it, or if you don't want to have that conversation, then break up. Then you can sleep around with whoever you want to without being a cheater, but don't cheat. Don't justify it with men are just wired this way or any other excuse. That's cowardice disguised as nature. Have the integrity to either stay loyal or leave. Honestly, treat your partner with respect. Communicate honestly about what you want. Don't play games, don't cheat, and don't use excuses to justify betraying someone's trust. If monogamy isn't for you, be honest about that up front and find someone who agrees. Real relationships are built on honesty, mutual respect, and clear communication, not double standards, manipulation, or justifying bad behavior. Be someone who keeps their word and treats people with the respect they deserve. And if you're watching these fake alpha males telling you cheating is acceptable or that different rules apply based on gender, recognize it for what it is. People justifying their own lack of character and trying to normalize it. Be better than that. Keep your commitments, communicate openly, and build relationships based on trust instead of excuses. That's real strength, not the performance of it. Take care out there and treat people right.